out for a while. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today, I feel like we're gonna be getting into some discourse with this one because I've already seen it. I've already seen it online. The first teaser, I guess, for Wuthering Heights. Famous book. Emily Bronte wrote it. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. Maybe not, but it's a very famous book. Emerald Fennell is directing and writing this one. I've only seen one of her movies, and that is Saltburn. Very, very controversial movie, as well as her other movie, Promising Young Woman, which also got nominated. I think it won an Oscar, didn't it? I think it won for screenplay. Uh, Both movies caused controversy. Feels like the kind of movie that, well, I see the problem is with this. I liked Saltburn. I did. I haven't seen it since it came out, but I went in blind. I saw an early screening of it, and I had no idea what to expect because I still haven't seen Promising Young Woman, and it was something. It's kind of tough now. Thinking back on it, that's like a few years ago at this point. Is that like 2 years ago, 3 years ago now? But like that was a fascinating movie to see like go down at this point. And now when I remember when it was announced that Emerald Fennell was adapting Wuthering Heights, and everyone just kind of had a fit. And I guess I could understand it. A lot of people really did not like Saltburn. Granted, haven't watched it since then, but I'm willing to give it another shot before this. I guess the other big headline that came from this movie was Netflix really tried to get the rights to this movie because it was specifically Emerald Fennell adapting Wuthering Heights. Warner Brothers didn't put her name to it. She was attached before any studio was. And I think like Netflix offered a crazy amount of money, like $150 million to that would go to her to make it for Netflix. And then she went to Warner Brothers for less money, a lot less money, because it would go in theaters. And it's for some reason it really shell shocked whoever the head of Netflix is. I can't remember his name, and he got genuinely really freaked out about it. And I'll never. Well, that's like the main thought that I have with this. But I have no idea, man. I haven't read the book. I know people were kind of weird about Margot Robbie being cast in this as like the main character. I can't really tell you if the casting of it is not accurate. I've heard it's not, but I have not read the book, so I don't know. Although I do know apparently they really whitewashed the male lead who's being played by Jacob Elordi, but apparently that's happened in the other adaptations anyway. So that's neither here nor there from me. But I feel like I can telegraph what this movie's going to do, which is not always a bad thing. I feel like it is going to be like really sexually explicit and all of that. Who knows? And honestly, I don't know if the book is, but like I can really tap in to see what's going on. I really feel like we're gonna get like not like a Great Gatsby Baz Luhrmann adaptation of like we're probably gonna get modern music. Like we're not gonna hear like a Jay-Z song or anything, but we're probably gonna get like you know how Marie Antoinette so has like modern music. It's gonna be something like that. I don't know what's driving me to that conclusion, but I got an itch. I got an itch about it. And no, just to say, just in case if there's something, I know people have been talking about this movie. I have avoided a lot of social media in general, mainly because I have been busy for the past couple of days. So, yeah. But I know people have been talking about this because it's got these people involved and it's this book. People are bound to talk about it. But speaking of talking, I've been doing this for too long. So we're going to watch this trailer. We got to lock in. Is it looped? Is it captions? 4K? Yep. Let's do it. All right. We'll say
Fallen
Oh,
I
yep.
can follow you like a dog to the end of the world.
I called it. Okay.
Are you feeling quite right?
What? Oh, yes, fine.
See, again, I feel like I know this movie now. I will say, this looks great. It's shot beautifully. What? Okay.
Do you want me to stop?
Oh, that's why it has the quotations in there. Like, it's a part of the title. Okay. It's about what I thought. Oh! Oh. Okay. That last little bit caught me off. Caught me off guard. See, that's the thing now. I mean, obviously I haven't seen Promising Young Woman. I don't really know the gist of that movie. But I've seen Saltburn, and now I feel like I know what's gonna happen here now. Obviously, on top of that, this is a pretty famous book. So there's very obviously going to be like, oh, this is what happens in the book, so they're like the people that have read the book know what's gonna happen. But I feel like I know what's gonna happen because this director has such a niche now. And only off of like two other movies? And I don't know, I just feel like that I feel like it's tough. It's tough because obviously you are adapting a book that is very famous and you do have a niche. And based on what I've read about the book, I haven't read the book. Admittedly I am not a very good book reader. That's just me. But it does not feel like it's lining up here, and it feels like it's gonna be twisted into, I guess, an Emerald Fennel joint, basically. And I mean, I did like Saltburn, but I feel like if I rewatch it, it's gonna lose that shock factor, like a genuine shock factor that I had. Because I'm not gonna lie, I sat here and I was like, I was surprised when Barry Cogan got on his knees in the bathroom. Can't say what he did on YouTube. Also at the grave. I was shocked. I mean, like it got me. The shock value was there. But now, knowing that and knowing what happens, I feel like it would lose a lot of that luster that Saltburn had. Obviously, it's not a perfect movie. I mean, there are very few movies that are perfect, granted. But now I feel like this is just going to be a big victim of that because Saltburn was very popular and Promising Young Woman was very popular. But now I feel like because there has been an Emerald Fennel backlash, and eventually there's going to be a backlash to the backlash. I'm not saying that this is going to happen with Wuthering Heights. I'm saying it's going to happen eventually. And maybe it will happen with this movie because it's coming out on Valentine's Day next year. I think this is going to be a pretty big movie. So, I mean, obviously, you got two pretty big stars in here. And this is, I'm not going to lie, just looking at it on paper, this could be a very steamy pairing. But also, again, it's tough. This is going to be probably one of the most discussed movies. Well, discussed and maybe disgusting. I don't know. But I really feel like this is just going to cause a lot of conversation. I mean, it has already. I feel like I keep repeating that. But obviously, when you have two main actors who are on fire right now, basically, I mean, Jacob Elordi's about to be one of the leads in a Guillermo del Toro movie, which would have never expected that when Euphoria started. So good for him, and I do like him. So it's such an interesting dilemma that this movie's in. But I really feel like could be an online thing, because Promising Young Woman and Saltburn did come out, and they had their controversies, granted. But people are going to see this and, like, probably think it's going to be an adaptation of the book where there's a decent chance there's a lot of creative liberties taken here. And I don't know how people are going to feel about that. So there's always something with Emerald Fennel. That is the takeaway from this trailer. It's always something. And I'm not going to lie and say I'm not going to watch it because I run a YouTube channel and talk about movies. I'm going to watch it. If anything, I'm not driving myself mad, no pun intended with the description. But I'm not going to drive myself mad and say, like, oh, I'm not going to watch this movie. It's going to be a butchering of the adaptation, or I don't like this person or that person or the people involved. I'm going to watch it. I'm not a hypocrite. I mean, maybe I am. No, nobody's perfect. But with this kind of stuff, I know I'm going to watch it. So I feel like I just got to put that aside and also put my expectations at 0 when I walk in the theater for this. Which, again, in the theater. Fuck you, Netflix. All right, well, I think I've said my piece on this. That is going to be the end of the video.